albums.
You can. You don't understand how the album works. It's not like a picture in the album that you set as the album cover. It's like reprogramming the computer to show that image. It has to be a perfect square, so.
And I'll send it to you. Oh no.
Hi, I'm Alyssa,
I'm Julie.
and this is Stitching at the Cabin Spooky Edition.
Ooh.
Spooky!
My husband.
Repoed the light.
So
We ordered a new light. We didn't film on Tuesday.
Today's Thursday. The light was supposed to come today.
And then it was supposed to come tomorrow, and now it's been pushed to Monday.
That's the story of my life.
So we're using the light that we use. I just looked into it. The
Yeah,
light
it's
that
bright.
we use to stitch on bookshelf. And you can probably see the quality at which we're recording and go, oh, that's why they don't stitch on bookshelf very often.
So if you're new,
This is not normal. Skip. Go back. Avoid.
Well, maybe don't skip or
No.
avoid, but just give us another chance.
It's like the first episode of our FlossTube. The birds were loud, and I don't think people ever came back. And I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
The lighting here sucks, but we know next time it will be better.
I hope the light I bought works. I can't use a ring light because I get migraines with bright lights. So I've already taken migraine medicine because I have a migraine. So
No
this
harm
is
done
So
here.
when we're doing this, it's just an attempt at not being blind.
I don't even know if you can see my eyes, because it's probably...
Yeah, we both have glasses. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
forgive us. We have WIP SHARE.
Yes, we do.
We have whips, haul, spin, splotch, a tiny bit of other, because this filming every 2 weeks thing, I can't remember the diddly
Which is
squat.
probably better, because then they're only getting, like, the main stuff instead of... I picked my nose today, you know?
So, the WIP SHARE
Yeah, I
Of
have... Oh, yeah.
the week is from
Got
Bobbi Taylor. She
Hi,
is
Bobbi.
stitching. Hi, Bobbi. She is stitching Weatherwise by Prairie Schooler. She sent this in December, and she said she was hoping to finish by March. It's March. Did you
Did you
finish?
finish?
I hope so. I think she's doing a color conversion
Oh, okay.
because the picture is like delighting up there, and I really like hers, and I think it's a color. She didn't mention it as a color conversion, but I think it is. And she's been a viewer for a long time. I hope she's still out there. But
Sure. Probably.
hi, Bobbi. So
WIP share.
I like that one.
If you would like us to show your work. Description box below. At the top, it has our email. Just send us an email.
StitchingAtTheCabin@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, send that, and
That's the one.
just include your WIP. Anything you want us to say, anything you don't want us to say, point that out. That sounded weird, but if like your name pops up a certain way, you don't want us to say that, tell us not to say that, and we won't say it. Maybe.
You always make this part so awkward.
I know, but
Awkward
send us
lava
your
rock.
WIPs. A picture of a WIP. If you have a picture of what it's supposed to look like, send it. If you don't, that's fine. I'll find it. I'll find you. I mean it. It's good. StitchingAtTheCabin@gmail.com.
Are we done?
We're done.
Okay, cool. Goodbye, guys.
No. WIPs. Okay. I was just saying to Alyssa that I never show you what keto is supposed to look like.
Oh my god.
So-
Stop. At least tap
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. Oh,
What did you do?
no.
You
I
already
tapped it again.
Yeah, don't tap it again.
This is
Oh,
keto.
God, that's just so bad. Please send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to her too, but that's what keto's supposed to look like. Eventually, 20 years. This is what keto looks like now in the spooky dark. Woo!
So
I realized
spooky.
I almost got it
So
out of
dark.
frame last time. Because we can't see. We can't see what you can see. We just see a camera. So I'm over here. That's the bottom of the page. And I think the end of the page is over here somewhere. I think. I could be wrong. Could be over here for all I know. That's what that sounded like. That sounded like my snag nabbit.
Oh, gosh.
I can't see. So, by the I'm hoping by June I'll be able to. Calculations-wise, I think it's closer to July, but I'm hoping by June, because I am stitching more late now, because its background is like 3 colors, it's faster. And then we can come back over here, and the dragon head is like...
Yeah. Close.
There-ish.
Oh gosh, it's so bad.
What? You don't like my stitching?
Oh,
my stitching
the light.
She said my stitching. Oh, Taco's filming, so if
Oh,
you...
I'm sorry. I didn't kick him hard. Or
What?
really at all. I just took my
Poor
foot out and he
Taco.
ran into it.
Poor baby dog. He's 205 years old. And
Yeah,
can't
basically.
see very well. So
Basically.
he's easily bookied.
It is spooky in here.
It's very spooky. I guess I'll go again.
Yeah, you always do too.
But I want you to know that this looks a mess. This is my Chatelaine. This is Mirabilia. Ignore all the writing on the bottom. That's just because I real quick screenshotted it before I came up here. We'll find something better. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Quality episode.
Super high quality. But I took it off the 17 by 17 Q-snap. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. And I put it on the 11 by 17 Q-snap. So it's still long, but now it's short and I can reach better. Yes, it's crinkly. And I know I'm going to have to find a way to iron. And you can't really iron Chatelaines. I know this is going to be a problem. You don't need to yell at me that it's a problem. I know. I'm planning on a lot of, like, clean white towels. And ironing, because I know there's metallics, but I can't wash it, and I just...
Struggles.
I definitely struggle busting. But you'll see a difference. This way is up.
Figures out how hold.
This is up. I have done a little bit more than I think, but I did all of that and all of that.
Yeah,
See,
you
I
did.
did stuff. I did stuff.
Okay, now,
And then you could kind of see.
are you positive that's in the right place?
What do you mean?
Well, I asked because from the back, this is the center of this arc,
Yeah.
and then it's not the center of this. Like, their centers don't line up.
I'm pretty sure we're okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it didn't line up over there either.
Okay.
So either I just keep on messing up, or it's
Okay.
supposed to be like that.
Okay, good.
Good. Stress level 872.
Oh, man.
I'm running out of room for my needle minder to keep
I see this.
Whoosh. So now I
Keep
keep it upside
whooshing,
down
just
on my
keep
desk. That way I don't do extra whooshing of that. And I know probably scroll rods would solve my problem, but they don't have the ones that would fit, and everything's loose on scroll rods. I suck at scroll rods.
I know.
I can't do scroll rods.
I feel like the damage is already done anyways.
That's how I feel. It was already done with the Q-snap, because even every time I took it off the Q-snap, it was like kind of how I look when I get up in the morning and kind of hobble around for a bit, and then...
It'll straighten out eventually.
Yeah.
It'll loosen
In
up.
this case, I just hang it for 9 years.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I've been framing things. Anyway.
I am doing Stitch and Mommy's temperature topography. No, month topography temperature.
I believe it's
Typography.
not
Topography is
topography.
land.
Yeah. Uppy downies.
I'm doing the monthy thing with the temperatures in different colors and the word letters.
The Tempe month.
And I am aware it is March now, but this is almost done with February.
It looks so good. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it for so long.
I forgot I was supposed to do it today.
She says kind of bad things while she's working on it because she chose to do 40 count 1/1 on dark fabric.
It's like super easy in some spots, and then other spots you're just like, why is this only making vertical lines? Like, I swear I'm doing X's, and then it turns into a big blob, and you're like, well, now it's a circle. It's not a square little cross, it's a circle. But you can't tell from a distance.
Super cute.
It got
Super
hot.
cute.
I think in the R is one of the hottest colors.
We have weird weather. Y'all froze in Texas and iced up, and
We got a little bit of rain. We got a little bit of like 90-degree heat.
got some snow.
Yeah, Jacob drove in snow yesterday, like by our house.
It's supposed to be 3 inches yesterday, but it didn't stick if it was. It was definitely snowing, because I saw it on the cameras.
It's stuck by our house.
But it didn't stick. Because I checked the camera again today and I was like, that not snow.
I'll catch up for next time.
No, she won't. I have a finish and a start and another start, so I'm just not going to separate them, and I'm just going to go in the order that apparently I thunk of them when I put this down.
That sounds good. I'm joking.
I had a moment where I was in the closet, and he was finally laying down all happy, and I was like, no.
It's a gnome, it's a gnome, it's a gnome,
I love this so much.
Do you? I
want to work
even
on
really
this.
talk to you about it.
I want to work on it all the time.
Oh,
It's
it's a
Shannon
gnome.
Christine. I don't know what it's called. Something about gnomes. Gnome for Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. You tell me.
Can you see it though? Maybe not.
Dog walked away again. Gnome for Christmas. This is where I bought all those different fabrics, and then one was backloaded and whatever. And then they came in, and then I said I was probably still going to do the mushroom, but then I ended up liking the ale.
Yep, it happened.
And I'm doing it on ale. These are all the
Which looks
colorful
good.
colors, but I love it so much. 28 count ale cashel linen. I don't particularly like cashel. I have trouble with the holes, which
It looks
is
inconsistent. From the light shining through it here, it looks inconsistent.
That's not my problem.
No.
It's finding the holes when I'm working on it. I don't know what it is, but when they're all stretched out on the Q-snap, I struggle with the holes. But I still love it, and I wouldn't change anything. And that was just a couple days of work, but I love it.
You did a great job, because
love
all
it.
I saw was a little bit of the gnome written out.
I
I
can't.
didn't see
Oh,
anything
you know what? I
beyond
think
that.
that was my birthday start.
It was your birthday start.
So I worked on it the day of my birthday, and then when I spun the wheel and it said new start, we had that whole discussion and decided to continue with this. So this actually got 3 days. Yeah, it's gonna do that all the way
Back
across.
stitching's cute.
To stitching's gonna go all the way across, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Super
it.
cute.
I love it so much. So much.
There's
And I
not
don't-
a fold the other way,
Yeah.
so
No, there is.
there wasn't a fold line.
I recommend that one for everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody stitch that. You all hear me? You all go buy that and stitch it. Now.
Touch your back. I
Am I
touched your
going
side.
again?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
do those 3.
This is my finish. I finished it over the weekend because I spun this. You didn't see it because it was the week we weren't filming. I spun it and I was like, oh, I'm going to finish that. So then I spun again so I could take 2 projects with me. And as predicted, I did finish it on Saturday. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Joyful Summer. This was that one I bought from McKenna, 1884 stitchery, and it was already kitted up. And the woman that kitted it up used her own stuff.
Is this a set?
I don't.
I see spring.
Oh no,
Okay.
that's different. Spring
Because
is
this,
different.
you said joyful summer.
Yeah,
and
no.
then I went.
I don't know if there's other seasons. I just saw this on 1884
Okay.
stitchery and I bought it and
Okay.
and it was kitted up but with different colors. So this is not the called for except for like the DMC is called for and the ripe melon is called for. Everything else is different, so a pinky color. And it had a bunch of French knots. I don't like French knots, so I took every bead I owned to the cabin and found colors that I thought worked. So this is all
I'm so excited
beaded.
to see it.
Joyful
like the
Summer.
texture
This
of
is 28
beads.
count raw natural
Ah.
casual linen. Now this is that casual stuff too, and I don't have an issue with this one. I don't know.
This looks a lot more even though. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So maybe I don't dislike it. I don't know. But I
Who
keep looking at
knows?
this and I keep saying, I really like it.
I really like it.
And like I made my husband
It's
look
really
at it. He's
cute.
standing outside trying to fix the camera on out in front.
Honey!
And I'm like, look
Look at
I had
this!
sweating his shoes and I was like stomping there. I didn't have the shoes on
Lift
all the
this
way.
up a
And
little bit. No, just
this
the
way?
side, yeah. So
and
that
it
way
was
the
all
lights
very
are-
awkward. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was like, you have to see it. And he was like, okay. I don't
Okay.
really care.
It's so
Isn't it
cute.
cute?
I love your bead choices.
Thank you.
They're
I was
super
proud
cute.
of me. Those beads are from Mirabilia, the Villa
Oh.
Mirabilia. And those are from Celtic Summer.
Ooh.
I don't know where the
What
others are
about
from.
those?
I don't know what those are from. But the eyeballs are from Christmas Sentiments. So Are you doing bad things?
Just pulling your hair out of it.
Okay. And the purple I had, but I don't know. It wasn't the Villa Mirabilia purple, so I don't know.
I'm convinced that it should never be a mystery who stitched what, because there's no way a female ever stitched something and didn't have her hair stitched in it. Like, our current technology, we should be able to go like, oh, who stitched this? Take hair from project, check DNA.
Yes.
Julie Casey stitched this.
My hair's in that. Taco's hair's in that.
Yeah.
There's some blanket in that. A couple different kinds of blankets. And
there's a whole story in that stitching.
I'm a mess. I assume the dog is thirsty. This is usually why he roams. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. And I have all the floss up there that needs to be put away.
Now show me spring.
Oh, you want to see spring? This
Yeah.
was a new start. Because this was my downstairs project with that light. This is what I did on the sofa. So I pulled this one out, which has been nothing but trouble, but it's not Loohoo Stitch's fault it's trouble. But it's Loohoo Stitch's Spring Fling. I'm attempting to do the called for. Here is what I have done. I left the thing downstairs that says what fabric, but it's whatever is called for. It is 28 count raw casual linen from Zweigert. Casual again. I don't know.
I see a theme.
This.
Don't move it.
This is CXC. This is CX. These two are CXC.
Okay.
These two I think are DMC.
But
and
you
I
had some problems.
Some in here. It was supposed to be
That's never a good sign.
DCV 4100 Summer Breeze. What I did not realize, apparently when I ordered that color, and the Tropical Waters, which
This is the project you're having the problem
Yes.
with. Got it.
was that they also made it in a number 5 pearl cotton. So when I ordered it, apparently I didn't know that was an option, and I didn't pay attention, and that's what I bought. So I stitched along, I'm like, this isn't right, and I couldn't separate it, and I didn't want to bother her, but when she came to work the next day, I was like, hey, because she's using Tropical Waters on the Afghan, but I just haven't gotten to that part
Which is
yet.
4/2. So she's asking me, do you like separate out your strands, or do you use the whole thing?
Yeah, she looks at me like I'm stupid.
I was like, I separate them out. And you're like, how hard is that? Like, no harder than DMC? I mean, except that you have to actually pull out 4 or pull out 2, as she expertly advised, and then keep the 4, because you can't fold it over, because it's variegated.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, you might judge me, but you got pearl cotton.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
I mean,
it's right there if you want to play with it later. That yellowy,
green?
orangey, pinky,
Orangey
and then the
one.
blue one behind it. Yeah. So I had to make an emergency 1, 2, 3 stitch
Yeah.
order, so that should be here next week. I could steal the Tropical Waters from the Afghan because I am stitching it as well. But anyway, this shouldn't take long, so I'm not going to say expect to finish like in the next few weeks, but I'm just saying it could happen.
Yeah, it should be pretty quick.
So I've had 6 finishes so far this year. I have 5 in January and 1 in February.
That's weird.
I know, 'cause I had 8 last year, so I thought, well, I can do 8 again this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like having the small ones interspersed with the biggies. The biggins.
I kicked butt on my reading time. I have seen multiple people working on reading time too, which is super exciting, and everyone's looks so good. But I'm doing the bottom left corner, which I have not seen done yet, so it's still exciting to me.
I know one person working on it, I believe is, and I'm going to mispronounce this, it looks like Gagnon, Gagnon. She has just recently started a FlossTube, and she started on the upper left corner with all the leaves. Yeah. And
the leaves look so
I
good.
really like hers, so I was watching her FlossTube yesterday. It looks good. Watch her.
I have, in the last 2 days, started stitching in the morning.
Which is what I do, and I've been telling her to do for 5 years.
Because I don't mind waking up earlier. I do mind stitching after it gets dark. It's just hard. You have to use artificial light, and it is so hard to get artificial light to not just be annoying. I don't like, I like waking up and having coffee and the sun's coming in through the windows and it's a brand new day and it's happy. So I've been stitching in the morning, which means I get at least 100 stitches in every day. So expect to see more progress.
Don't tell her daylight savings time changes
Oh my God, I'm gonna
in
be
a
so
couple
mad.
of weeks.
I'll be so mad. But then maybe I'll stitch in the afternoon. I don't know. I just don't like having a time limit, although I have to go to work anyway. So
if we could all quit our jobs, that would be nice.
Yeah. So, that being said, I did a lot of work on reading time.
I love it so much.
Voila. You see that?
You did a lot.
I did a lot.
I mean, because last time I saw those purple, but
Yeah.
you did like everything over there. Look at all the colors in that purple.
Oh, let me tell you, there's a lot of colors because look at my little Peiko. I am very close to being full.
That's a lot of colors.
Yeah. This isn't even 1% of it done yet, and that's how many colors I've used. Woo, knocked that down. But this is almost 1%.
And you're really close to an animal.
I am.
I've made her look the other day.
Frog. I haven't decided which direction I'm going, and so this is the first project I've started on Pattern Keeper, started it on Pattern Keeper. So I'm not doing columns like I did for the other 2 HAEDs that I have. And I like it because it's freeing, but I also don't like leaving these little stitches in here, the onesies and twosies, because I don't want to forget about them. So my strategy is to find a onesie twosie that's closest to the center, right? I stitch that, but then, those stitches go out to here. And then, so that's why I'm all the way out here, is because, well, this color ends here. There's no more of this color out here, so it'd be silly to just stop it. You may as well keep stitching it. But this has caused spider webbing in all of the directions, and I can't imagine continuing with this once I get to here. Can you imagine all of this being spider webby? I don't know. That might be too much. So I kind of want to pick a direction and go that way.
You'll figure it out. The thing will tell you how it wants to be stitched.
Yeah.
That's what I've found. I can't have a hard, fast rule for everything because
It's true.
I think, okay, I'm going to do this like I do this. And then I try doing it and I'm like, that's not good. So.
And then also in relation to this, I'm just going to say this now. I told you guys that I needed $9.39 for this, and it was nowhere to be found, and that I think I still need $9.39 for my universe in a jar. I think I might have promised to check to see if I had all of that $9.39. I didn't check. Shh. But that being said, a few of you contacted me and let me know that you had $9.39 or that you found $9.39 and that you wanted to send it to me. And that is so incredibly sweet. I did not bring any of it with me today. It is still trickling in, but I already have a few skeins of $9.39. So I think we shall be set and might even have 1 or 2 extra for the whoopsie $9.39 is gone again.
You people are awesome.
Super awesome.
Now, if the mail would not lose things, that would be super helpful.
Also awesome.
I have faith.
I do too.
I have faith. Because my fabric of the month was supposed to be on the 20th, and it didn't come until the 27th, so.
In my Costco credit card, I changed my name, so I'm changing everything in my Costco credit card. We're just going to take a little tangent here. Or my Costco credit card, I changed my membership with Costco, and they said they'd automatically send my credit card with my new name. I'm like, all right, cool. And the next day I got an email saying that they sent out a new credit card. I said, oh, cool, awesome. And then I got that credit card, and it's the same card number, and it had my old name. I'm like, why'd you send me a new credit card? So then I checked my emails again, and they sent another card 2 or 3 days later. But it's been about a week since I got that first card, and I haven't gotten a second card, and they keep sending me emails saying, you haven't activated your card. You haven't activated your card. I'm like, well, I don't need this card. It's not my card.
I don't know, mail's screwy. I mean...
Mail's weird. I think it's just lost in the mail somewhere.
Just don't know. My advice to everyone is be patient.
Yeah.
So if I said I couldn't find a Chatelaine anywhere, you guys gonna send me a Chatelaine?
No.
Totally kidding.
They like me more.
I get that. So when I spun the joyful summer, like joyful spring, joyful Christmas, joyful gnome, joyful summer, and I said I knew I would finish it, I spun again, and it was Celtic summer. I didn't know
You haven't. Oh, excuse me.
I didn't bring the picture up.
You haven't done Celtic Summer in a long time.
I know my wheel does not like Celtic Summer.
No.
I don't know why. So I felt obligated to finish Joyful on Saturday so I could stitch on Sunday. So this is
Give
only
her justice.
one day. And I can't believe I didn't bring it up, but I feel like everybody knows what she looks like. This is all the called for. The fabric is not made anymore. It's sugar maple, something in the shade, violets in the shade, something like that. And I did have the needle paints because I had bought them years ago, except for one color which I dyed myself using
dye
DMC and dye. Yeah. So every time I stitch on this, I'm like totally paranoid that I'm going to use too much of the needle paints. I have to calm myself down, say like, it's okay. You dyed one of them once. You can do it again. You have examples. But you know what I wish someone would do?
What?
I wish one of the major dye companies would get samples of it and then make a pack of it so that you don't have that stress. Like,
if
little me can dye it, they can dye it.
Right. I agree.
Not like go on a diet, but you know, like
dye.
Yeah. So I'm sorry I don't have the picture up here, but there she is.
There she blows.
Put in a bunch of beads here. I started down there a little bit. I filled in a couple things there. I worked up here, put in some beads, did more of that. I did the S. I finished the U. I think those little things that, I went up and over. That seems about it. I think I came down, but see, I had to park it because that's in the way. So, yeah.
I can't wait to see the before picture on this one because, like I said, I don't remember the last time this one came up.
It's been a long time. If I had my
no, the other way.
If I had my thing, I used the project tracker from Teresa Little Stitcher, and if I had that up here, I could tell you when I worked on it. But it's on my computer, so. Yeah. But I still love her. I should mention that spring, that Luhu Stitches, that was a market release last year. Just because I want to be cool.
You are so cool.
I know.
You're the best.
I know.
You really are.
I know.
I love you.
I'm awesome.
Okay.
Thanks. I love you too. I just realized that the spring was sitting here and there's no spring, and I'm like, where did it go? But we're good. That is actually it for me for WIPs.
That's it for me for WIPs.
Okay, so I have a bunch of haul. And you have haul. Did you bring the haul up, kid? Did you not bring it?
They haven't seen the bag?
They haven't seen the bag?
I actually do have it.
Okay.
So I could pack it all back up. I just want to unpack it from the bag. That's funny.
I was also going to say the floss, but you just talked about that.
Yep. That is so funny.
Okay.
I did mention it last time because I had just bought it. I bought it the last time we were floss tubing.
Alright, so if you've watched before,
yeah,
I'm working on Pandemic.
Yes.
Long Dog.
Yes.
Everybody's seen Pandemic.
Everybody's doing Pandemic.
So, cool people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm still waiting for my fabric, okay?
I've been stitching along. It's going to be different colors. Shades of purple, and I was stitching along and I felt like I didn't have enough floss, even though it said I should, but I don't, and we had that whole discussion, and
what should I do?
I decided to just buy more.
So that was the easiest answer.
It's Fiberlicious Fibers. They had a different name this time, so I have to double check and make sure all the colors are the same and stuff, but it looks the same to me, so I should be able to finish that. Did that help? That helping?
We love it.
And then, this is not in order.
Well, what is in order?
Well, not in order of how I wrote it down. So, I am in the Rogue Stitching Fabric of the Month Club, and I keep paying for it, and I keep not getting it. But Mountain Air had a health issue. I just noticed that light's blinking. Well, okay, is that
it's been blinking this whole time.
Probably because it's plugged in. The light's making creepy blinking faces at me.
It's a spooky episode.
So the first one, January, was Mountain Air, and they had a health issue, so it got stalled, postponed. Sure. And then the second one was something else, Ship's Manor, and that did ship on time. And then they had me pay for
month three,
and I don't know when that's shipping. But then I got the notification that these two had shipped together, and they were supposed to arrive on the 20th, and the 20th came and went, and my informed delivery from USPS was like, delivery's delayed. But they wouldn't give me a date, and they were just stuck in Kansas. They weren't moving. So I finally filed like a help, my stuff's missing,
please.
And nothing happened. And then on the 27th, it arrived, and then I got an email saying, hey, we found your missing package.
Yeah, it's in my house.
So this was January. It's Arctic Ice from Mountain Air. These are all 28 count Lagana 27 by 36 because that's the size that I get. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it.
Probably not well. I'll try taking a photo, but still not going to be good.
I mean, even in person, it mostly looks like one color, but there's slight variegation. But
it's so bad.
It'll be good for something. In fact, I'm just now thinking of something that might be perfect for the show. I will show you that in a second because that's part of the haul too. And then I also got the Ship's Manor. It's Mad Hatter.
I love that one.
This is a beautiful purple.
I say that
with
matches
blue.
her floss that she just showed you, the different colored ones. You see, it's the fabric version of that floss.
Yeah, so this has like a light blue in it, like a baby blue or a sky blue or something along with the purple. So very pretty. So this is my first time ever doing fabric of the month, so I'm a little more excited now that I'm actually getting fabric.
Who would have thunked?
Yeah. So I don't know what the next one is because I don't remember. And I have an email, and every once in a while I'll go back and look, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, aren't you just excited when you get like fabric in the mail?
Yeah, anything in the mail. I'm a mail hog. I love mail. I had to apologize to Jacob yesterday for opening his mail because it looked interesting. I was like, this mail looks like so much fun, and I opened it. It wasn't fun, and I apologized because it was a fun-looking envelope.
When I get a package, I take it into the birdie room because they really like to watch me open it, especially Kona. She can be anywhere in the cage, and I set it down on the little table-y thing where I feed them, and I start to open it, and she wobbles over, and she gets right up close, and she's looking.
What's in it?
So they really like it, so
super
they get excited. I think they're kind of getting tired of the fabric showing up, but they really like it when it's in their toys and food and stuff. Okay, so Stitchy Witch 42, Audrey, she had made a pillow. It was Plague Doctor.
Yes.
And she was kind enough to send me pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do it exactly like she did it. And she did it on 14 count Cyprium.
So you bought it.
But then it turned out to be back ordered.
Yeah.
And then I waited. And then they emailed me, and then I screamed, yes, yes, yes. And then they told me to click the link, but I already clicked the link. It came in. Let me take it out of the bag, because especially now that we have the bright, shiny light. See, here's proof I don't hate Ada, because I bought Ada.
She bought Ada!
Isn't that pretty?
That's pretty.
Oh my god. No, I was just blocking the face. I don't particularly like the light color right there, but I think Plague Doctor is going to cover that, so we good. It's a beautiful color.
I'm mesmerized by how this looks through the light, the light shining through it. It's so even and trippy. I ordered from 123 Stitch because I showed you that Ami, the African gray, the Einstein one, that stitchy thing, and I had gotten the dwarf fabric from Picture This Plus, but I didn't realize that crystal was the same as opalescent, so I ordered it again. Yeah, that's smart.
In the non-shiny version. So this is 32 count. I don't know if I meant to get 32.
Oh my goodness.
I can do 32. It's 36 I don't really like.
Why don't you double check what you ordered?
Well, I may have wanted 32. I may have been good with that. Then okay, so I have this pattern that says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's like a martini glass, and it's like pink and silver, and it has a little charm, and so I wanted some kind of like putty-ish background, and I looked for like a lemony lime sort of color or a yellow, and there's not a lot of hand-dyed stuff that looks like that, so I just started going through 123 Stitch for what other colors might work, and online this looked very pretty. In person, this is white. It's petals from Picture This Plus.
I'm not even going to take a picture of it. What you can see is what is here.
It's white with like a hint of pink and I suppose maybe a bluish green, maybe. So
So sad.
I don't love to stitch on white. Unfortunately, it's a small one, so, you know, it was like $5. But I may dye that again for something else, which I feel terrible about. I don't know. I don't like to stick on white. And then the jazz looked colorful, but I think seeing it in person, it's too dark. And it's kind of the opposite of that Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it is. It is mostly blue with a little bit of purple.
So I'm still stuck with, I don't know what I'm going to use.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions for like a bright yellowy green, let me know. Hit me up. And then I could use your help on this too. I bought McKenna from Chatelaine Manning Designs because I love the way this looks on that fabric. But when you look inside for what that fabric is, it says it's white Ada.
That's not white Ada.
It's not white Ada. That one's white Ada, maybe, although that looks grayish. But that one might be white. They both say it's white Ada. Does anybody know what that actually is? I could email her because her email address is in here, but I feel a little bad doing that. But I will if I have to. I mean, just hoping you all know.
You wouldn't be mad if somebody emailed you asking, right?
Not at all.
Probably
Anyone
not.
know? Anyone know? And that kind of segues into the haul I have over there. I need a credit for something, don't know what, but it came back. And that was in my wish list, so probably needed it for either keto or Christmas Afghan. But it was on my wish list, and it came back in stock, so there you go.
There you go.
But the segue into the email, which now doesn't work anymore, is... I mean, my email works, but the segue doesn't work.
I'm too tired for this.
I saw somebody posted on Facebook in one of the Stitchy groups a picture of this work in progress, and I went, oh, I need that. I need it. And I went searching. And like the Etsy links didn't work anymore. Like I looked everywhere.
Oh no.
But I had screenshotted it when I saw it on Facebook so that I would not forget what it was. And the designer's name was on the screenshot, thankfully. And she has an Etsy shop. So I found her Etsy shop, and this was not on it. So I found her email on the Etsy shop, or contact me, however that all works. And I contacted her, and I said, I am in love with Tropical Paradise, and I cannot find it. Is it possible to still buy that? She said yes. Yes. She said she would sell it to me for $6. All I had to do was just send her $6. You hope isn't a scam. Yeah, I mean, $6. And I did. I sent it, and within a few minutes, she emailed it to me in PDF and other forms. PDF was all I could open. So this printed black and white, but I sent her a color picture so that you could see. Right. I love this. It's Tropical Paradise by Nadezhda Gavrinkova.
Exactly pronounced that way.
I love that. It's birdies.
It's fat birdies.
And they're cute.
With personalities.
And they have eyeballs. Oh my goodness.
It's such a her design.
I really want to start that. And, I mean, we were talking, and I said, oh, maybe that would work. That's what I was, maybe.
Oh.
I can't, because this isn't color, so I can't fully remember, but I seem to recall that's about.
Yeah, I would say so. Look, magic happens here, folks.
So, that's my haul. Your turn.
Okay, good. Yay. Last episode, I said that day I had bought a Christine bag, and alas, it arrived very quick and without any problems. This is my little zebra bag, and you'll be like, why is it empty? And it's because I didn't put all my stuff in it before coming up here, so that way I didn't have to take it all out. But I will show you that everything fits in here, except for my fabric.
We'll show them the inside, because the inside is so pretty.
You're right, the inside is so pretty. Look at the topography. It is topography on the inside. See?
It is.
Look at that topography. And then look at the
pockets.
Look at the pockets.
If you don't have a Christine bag and you want a really nice bag, she has amazing bags. But you have to go on Instagram on Stitch All the Things D-Stash. Yep. Join that. Yep. And then you're going to want to set up notifications so it notifies you.
Immediately.
And then you don't ignore that notification. If you like it, you immediately go, because there's usually 2.
Yes.
And you say, mine, me, please, claim, ah!
Yes.
In all caps, just like that.
And then she's like, okay.
Calm down.
You got it.
And then you DM her your PayPal info. She bills you, and you give her the address and all that, and she sends it to you.
My tablet and my floss box fit in here. Real nice. Perfect width. And then I take my Pico, my Danger needle stick, and I just plop that right on top. It goes in. It goes in. See? Pico needle stick plopped. You close it right up. Don't close it on the threadies. Don't close it on the threadies. I have more threadies now than I did when I started. Perfect little box bag to keep all of my reading time goodies.
So well made. So well made.
Such a good quality.
I have 2 of them. They don't have zebras, but I love mine.
There's been a few more that she's posted that I would have bought had I seen them sooner.
The ones today, if they had been that kind of bag instead of the flat one, and had I seen it an hour sooner,
Yep.
I would have bought those. But it's a lot like the one I keep my Baroque in, which was like peacocky. That's probably a word you should be careful how you say. Okay, so we need to spin.
Oh, yes. No, I don't
Spinny
need to spin. I'm not spinning. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, we all know what I'm working on. Actually, I don't know what I'm working on because at this point, I'm kind of equal universe and reading time.
Wow.
I saw a picture of reading or of universe today, and I went, wow, I really want to finish that. Not that I'm close to finishing it, but, you know.
Pa! Pa! I'll take anything. Pa! Pa!
I like ice cream birds.
Ice cream birds, good.
I like ice cream birds, too.
I send that to you.
Okay.
Because I thoughtful like that.
I unlock phone then.
Okay, you do that.
Hang on, it's thinking.
Yeah, it is thinking. It says it's waiting. It's waiting.
Thinking.
It's waiting. It sent it.
It's sent.
Splotch. Definitely have to do splotch. I like ice cream birds.
I like ice cream birds.
I have so much trouble waiting until we film to spin the wheel. That's like my favorite thing. I love spinning the wheel and finding out. I lay in bed at night thinking about all the different things that I would do. Like, where would I start on each one depending on when it's spin. I love my wheel.
That's so cute.
I love my wheel.
I mean, I could spin my wheel until it picks universe or... Oh, I don't even have reading time on there. I haven't used my wheel since I got it.
I keep having to update my wheel because, like, I put gnomes on it and took Joyful Summer off, and that's probably about it. I'm not going to put spring on there because that's my sitting on the sofa project, but Joyful Summer was bigger, and so that's why I put it on there. But the spring is so small.
I got an ad.
Oh, no.
Hang on. It's because I updated my wheel.
Are you gonna spin? Or
I'm not gonna show you guys. I'm just gonna keep spinning it until I get one of them.
Afghan. You should have got an Afghan. I need to work on my Afghan. Reading time.
Reading time.
Okay. This splotch is.
I already saw it, so you may as well.
It's a weird splotch.
Yes, it is. Okay.
I initially took a picture of a different splotch, but the picture it didn't take a picture, so I was like, okay, that wasn't meant to be. So rather than taking it again, I thought, well, I'll move on to a different one. So we'll go back to that one maybe next week.
Gotcha.
What do you see?
I see a dragon type creature. This is its head and its wing and its claw and its tail. And like almost a second claw down here, but that's kind of a weird place for it. And then that's like a person with like little duck feet that are like, oh no, dragon.
Dragon's facing that way, and there's
dragon's facing that way.
This way. What is its eyeball?
Its eyeball's right there, and it has like a little like beak.
Oh,
like it's like a little poop dragon, not like a raw dragon, but like a poop dragon.
He's like tilted back.
Yep.
Okay.
And with like his feet out, he's like, I'm a dragon, and then that's like a dude that's standing there going, wow, a dragon.
I'm gonna tell you what I see every time I look at it.
Okay.
It's an eyeball. like an eyeball ripped out of someone's head, you know, like in horror movies, and it's got all the optic
is this
nerve
the eye
behind.
up here, that black spot, and then the
Yeah.
white is the optic nerve?
Mm-hmm.
Yours isn't as much fun.
But if I try not to see creepy, bloody, gory eyeballs, then it's like something's eating something. Like,
Oh, yeah.
over the
Like
black
an
thing.
anglerfish is eating a blueberry.
I didn't, until I took the picture, I didn't even notice the weird alien thing underneath it walking.
The weird man with flipper feet.
Yeah. Huh. So, good luck with that one. Don't know what y'all are gonna see. You people. Oh, sometimes I see, too, like a nose and a mouth, like a really long nose-faced person.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
You need to send me that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, people. You guys were so creative last time. So creative. I was truly impressed.
Flabbergasted.
I was flabbergasted.
I was worried you were going to accidentally cuss.
No.
Just because you
Don't
start
do
making
that.
up words and it's dangerous.
Yeah, like peacocky.
Yeah.
What was yours? Sweet pea?
Yes.
This?
That was the one. And they know about it, okay? They can find it themselves.
Oh, that was funny. Okay, so for the people that only care about stitching and spotches, because I forgot to tell you that was it for stitching, that's it. But if you want to stick around for a couple of minutes for some life,
Other stuff.
you are welcome. You are more than welcome. Just don't judge us on the light. We'll fix that.
So sorry. Ah!
Not silly. Sorry.
I know.
So, for my birthday,
Oh, yeah.
February 18th, Kona decided she's gonna go on the label again. Kona is a Solomon Island Eclectus parrot.
Yes.
She is the red one.
Yes.
The only female. She decided, yeah, this is a good time to struggle with an egg.
Yeah.
She did not have it that day. The next day I called the vet. She did have it the next day. I called the vet because it did not look like an egg again.
Right.
And they said to bring her in, so I brought her in. She was an angy chicken. I have never seen such an angy parrot. She was violent. Violent.
Yeah.
Violent. Even Steve, he had to towel her to get her out of the cage, which we've never had to do. And she doesn't like being toweled, and that's putting a towel over the back and then holding, because they don't, the breathing isn't the neck. The breathing is, it's like lung sac thingies. So you can't push on the chest because you'll kill them, but you can grab them around the neck and they can breathe. It's not like us. So you put the towel over the back and then you gently. So he had to do that. It was very scary, terrifying, but he did a good job. So we got her to the vet. They x-rayed her. They x-rayed the egg. They said, yeah, that's messed up. We don't know what's wrong. You got to stop her from having eggs. We don't really know how. You're going to have to nutrition her. We don't really know how.
Forcefully.
So, good luck. So we bought some calcium powder. It's what they suggested. And so 3 times a week I put that in something of hers. She seems to eat it best in her wet foods. I call them wet foods. It's like her fruits and vegetables, even though she doesn't really like fruits and vegetables, but she loves pomegranate. Probably because it's the messiest, stainiest food you can give a bird. And she shakes her head and it goes everywhere and it's insane. Even her friends that have the 17 parrots said they would never feed their birds pomegranates because of all the mess. She loves it.
She's loved.
So I sprinkle it on that. I tried it in the water at first and she didn't like that. And I tried it in the seed and I think that would work, but I don't really want her eating seed, so I try it in the wet food. But anyway, so she's getting calciumated. Calcified. She's calcified. And they gave us all these tips about how to keep her from laying. And I don't know if any of it will work, but she still has the dummy egg that I slipped in there. She doesn't do anything with it. She ignores it. But so far it's keeping her from having more kids. So, yay.
Whatever works.
Whatever. So that was a fun, scary, traumatic experience. Hopefully that is the last time I tell you she tried to lay an egg.
Yeah, wow.
Apparently she's one of the only breeds that mates year-round. Most parrots, it's spring. So when the light is getting longer, in the evenings, that's when you start to have issues. My little pumpkin is just a slut bag year round. She's not slut shaming, but she's just in heat constantly. So
Yeah.
we're trying not to touch her anywhere but her head. We keep her away from other birds. I've taken all the paper out of the cage so she can't nest. Tried with the light. She goes to bed earlier. I don't feed her wet mushy foods right now. Don't get females.
Our fridge has been making really loud sounds recently, so I decided finally we're just going to buy a new fridge, because since we bought the house, we had just a secondhand garage sale fridge, because it's cheap and worked and whatever, and it lasted us all these years, but now it makes really loud sounds when it turns on, and so we're like, time to get a new fridge. So I went and bought a fancy fridge. It's one of those knock-knock fridges so you can see inside.
Knock,
knock. Knock, knock. And then it makes whiskey balls, ice balls in the bottom. Great fridge. So I had that delivered Saturday. And then we had to put the dogs outside because obviously the delivery people were coming in and doing stuff. And also Hunter was moving out, so she was moving a bunch of her stuff too.
That's her husband's sister. Sister-in-law.
So they were both outside, and we went to go let them in because everybody was done. No one was going outside anymore. And I don't know if I showed you even, but I was like, Lily, are you on Tyson's back?
Is she on Tyson's back?
She is on Tyson's back.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Lily. Wow. Why is Tyson just like, eh?
And how long were they like that? Hunter starts calling their names. Look, she's just standing on his back like it's all chill.
Wow. He has a lot of nose marks on that window.
Yeah, I know, right? Camera really
That is
captured that
funny.
well.
Lily's adorbs.
And then she just jumps down.
Whoa! Tyson's just like, I'm done.
Isn't that so funny?
That is so cute.
So, and then Hunter moved out, and then we had a little barbecue at Jacob's parents' house to commemorate her moving out. We had meat on the fire. It was great. It was just meat. Oh, it's so good. Love Ralph's teriyaki steak that he makes.
That would be her husband's father.
Yeah.
Ralph. Who looks like Gavin Newsom.
Totally looks like Gavin Newsom.
Who's the governor of California.
Yes. Anyways, so that's all of my other. That's really all that happened.
Well, we did go on a bike hike.
Yeah, I don't have any pictures from that, though.
I thought there was one. I'll see if I
On
can
Dad's
find it.
phone.
We'll see if we can get that off of his
Yeah.
phone. No promises. But they were biking. That would be Jacob, Alyssa, and my husband. My son said he would walk with me because I didn't want to ride my bike because I don't like going up and down scary hills on bikes. I've broken my arm falling off a bike, and I don't want to do that again. So Steve and I, we walked 4 miles. 2 miles out, 2 miles back. And they biked
3 miles.
I had to have been
And then
further
3 miles.
because the 2 miles to us was the beginning of the trail, so...
We didn't go much further, though. It took us forever to get there.
But that was
'Cause of
exciting
me.
that we all exercised. Everybody exercised.
We did.
And then we came back and watched Yellowstone, I think.
Yeah.
So don't ruin it. If you've seen that, don't ruin it for us. We're only on season... Well, we're on season 2. I think you're still on season 1.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah. I've been watching Unexpected.
Good show.
Yeah. Teen pregnancy stuff.
It's forever entertaining to me.
Yeah.
My wedding photo shoots in 2 weeks. So.
No police chases to tell you about? Please come back.
The lighting will be better next time. Love you.
And-
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, why'd I kiss you?
I don't know. That was
We're all confused.